live. What's good, Jonathan, man? DL Saint. Welcome. I really want to know podcast, man. How y'all feeling? What's good out there, guys? How y'all feeling, man? What's the deal? Um, Happy Wednesday. Yeah, it's hump day, y'all. Halfway through the week. Happy Wednesday. The year is just blowing by. The year's almost over. Um, you guys, Thanksgiving's right around the corner. Christmas right behind that. 13 more days to the election. Can't wait till that's over. I cannot wait to move on past that, bro. There's going to be plenty of content on the other side, no matter who gets the White House. It's just, it's going to be fun talking about it. We'll be talking about that stuff moving forward. As soon as the election's over, we're going to really start talking about it. But yeah, I'm just waiting for that to end. Just another reminder, guys, the FAA is hiring air traffic controllers, no experience necessary, bro. High school education or GED is the only real requirement. It's bro, it's one of those things where this is a lifetime opportunity. It's paid training. They send you to their academy in Oklahoma, and if you make it through that, which again, it's not a gimme, guys, it's going to be hard work. If you make it through that, you have an opportunity to get involved in a career that's definitely worth it. So I have a short out about it. I just put it out there in the description on that short. There's a link to actually apply. There's a link to the application or to the usajobs.gov announcement. And then there's also a link to the video that Jay Swans and I did about a year and a half ago on how to actually apply, what to expect, all that good stuff. And like anything else, if you get into this, if you try it, even if you don't know me, even if you don't follow me, it doesn't matter. We're just trying to help people, help themselves and get into a good career. If you have any problems or whatever, hit me up on Instagram. I really want to know podcast, all one word. You can hit me up on Telegram, DL_Saint. Hit me up, guys. And if I can help you, I will. So it is what it is. We got Brother Cody's King in the building, Don DeMarco. It's like, yeah, house still standing, bro. 2 storms and we still here. We still here. We're going to be talking about that more moving forward as well. The housing market in Florida. I've been talking about this, and with these 2 storms, it seems to be the catalyst. There is so many houses on the market. Most of them are as is. Some like investors are coming down, like in the St. Pete area. But it's affecting all of Florida. We're going to have more videos on that. We talked about that with that video we did with Ken McElroy. We also talked about it with a thumbnail of Governor Ron DeSantis, who has absolutely no plan right now. I'm sure they're trying to formulate one as we speak. But, bro, I'm here to tell you, man, it's going to be crazy down here. Good to see you, Cody. I'm anticipating a serious correction in the housing market. And it's going to be some opportunities, right? It's going to be some opportunities. I'm sitting here waiting. Like a whole bunch of other people just sitting back waiting for opportunities, man. But good to see you, Brother Cody. So with all that said, bro, welcome to today's show, man. We're going to be talking about attention seekers, bro. They are trouble, and we're going to tell you why. Let's get into it. And we are live. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the I Really Want to Know podcast, y'all. Get some indeed. But yeah, man, that's what's going on down here. Brother Cody's like, yeah, same, bro. Just waiting. You know what I mean? Just waiting. That's what it is, bro. Just there's gonna be tons of opportunity, man. We'll talk about that next week for sure. We're gonna be talking about what's going on with the real estate market down here in Florida, and it's everything. Like the condo market had issues before the storm. We're gonna be talking about townhomes. We're gonna be talking about just regular, single family homes. Bro, the information's out there. And like my man Jay Swan's just like, well, if you walk around long enough and you keep saying it's going to correct, it's going to happen, one day you will be right. Yeah, you got a point there, man. But I've been adamant. I've been talking about the market down here like it just don't make sense. We'll get into that later on in the week. But today, man, y'all see the thumbnail. We're gonna be talking about attention seekers, bro. And there's so many out there now, bro. It is what it is. So if you're dealing with a person, right? We're talking about, we're here to help men in the dating marketplace. So we tend to be talking about women, but ladies, if you're dealing with a dude who wants to be the center of attention, you got dude out there like this, it's going to be a problem, right? Attention seekers, period, are a problem. And that's just something, I like to tell these dudes, you get these guys who are starting to level up, they're doing the work, they're going from invisible to visible. And it's just a matter of time before they stumble across someone like this. There's a lot of people out there like that, bro. Let's just keep it 100. People like attention. It is what it is. There's so many ways you can tell. I mean, it's just these, this particular red flag you never want to ignore. You just don't want to ignore it. Like, because it's definitely going to come and bite you in the butt later. And we got a couple videos lined up that we can react to that, you guys will see what I'm talking about. And fellas, you are going to deal with this. It is going to happen if you are doing the work. If you are leveling up, you're going from the bottom 80. You're becoming visible, like you were an invisible man, but you're doing the work, and now you are visible. You're gonna see them. It's the eye candy, bro. They're beautiful. They're out there, and if they see you, you're gonna holler, bro. I trust and believe. That look at the thumbnail, like the sister on the thumbnail with the black sheer dress, man. If you see her and she's looking at you, holla, 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 holla. You will run over there and holler at her all day long. And there will be a guy who's with her, right? That's another thing. You don't want to be that dude. Like you're out with her. Look what she's wearing, bro. You see everything, it's see through. And the guys, been pressured by other people, like, oh, you just you have low self-esteem. What's wrong with you? You're just jealous. You should be happy. And there's some dudes out there who, they want to be with, the flashy women, the attention seekers. They want to be with those women. There's some guys out there like that. There are guys out there that they only date strippers. They only date Instagram models. They're out there. That's what they want. Right. And okay. And of those dudes, the guys who are successful are the guys who keep their emotions in check. Do not allow yourself to fall for a woman like that. Don't do it. Don't do it. You are setting yourself up for failure. It is going to be rough. It's going to hurt. It is what it is. If that's what you decide to do, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what else to tell you. We got educated Tyrone in the bed. What's good, fam? So my friend used to say the holla, holla, holla thing to women in real life when we were in college, bro. It could work. If you're a funny dude, it could work. We used to do it all the time. Like, what's good, girl? Sure, holla. We used to say that. We didn't say holla, holla, holla. We were like, damn, girl, I say you holla. Let me holla at you. Come here. You know what I mean? We would do that, but it wasn't like holla, 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 holla. We got Brother Pitney in the building. What's good, fam? Good to see you, man. We just gonna talk about, one particular red flag that I like to jump on. Is attention seekers, man. Like attention seekers. And like I said, sisters, y'all out there listening to me. I'm seeing more and more women are listening. Hey, I'm just telling you, stay away from attention seeking dudes. Stay away from them too. Me, I'm the dude who likes to lurk in the shadows. Yeah, I got this podcast and I do this, but to me, this is no different than me going on stage and telling jokes. I'm just, this is entertainment, edutainment, as Carrie Rush one used to say back in the day. I'm just putting this stuff out. We're having fun. We're, we're starting dialogue and all that kind of stuff. But in real life, man, I'm laid back. I'm chill. I'm lurking in the shadows. I'm back just chilling, I'm taking it all in. I'm seeing what's going on. Right? Pause, I guess, with that term I just said, but I'm checking it out. And then I'll go and do my thing. Okay, she's the finest woman here. Let me go over here and talk to her. And then I'm gonna talk to her. I kind of, if that's what I'm doing, or I'm just chilling, having a good time, looking for a conversation. But I don't want to be the center of attention. I don't like being at the center of attention. When I'm doing comedy, I go up, I do my thing, I perform, I do my routine, and I get off. And I'm just chill. I'm just me, like most comics. There are comics out there who want to be the center of attention, and most of those people, they're desperate for attention. They're not even funny. Like they are there to get the spotlight on them. They don't even care about being funny. They're not even, breaking down the art and trying to, they're just out there Look at me, look at me. There's a lot of dudes like that. Some of them are successful. You know, you look at Brett, what was it, Bert Krashner or whatever. Dude's not funny. Center of attention, though, he can't take his eyes off of him, walking train wreck, you know what I'm saying? And good for him. It's made him tens of millions of dollars. Right? Good for him. You know, like I'm in the business and I've watched comics come up and I see them all the time. The vast majority of the comics are just dudes trying to get attention. Um, and then they kind of fall off. Some of them stick with it, you know, because they're trying to get attention, and that attention leads to them, you know, meeting people, meeting women. And at the end of the day, that's what they're doing. This is their game. And it can work, especially if you're funny. It can work. And even if you're not funny, but you're getting with the right crew, it can work. So it's all game. So, like, you know, when you're looking at, you know, young ladies, you know, y'all see that thumbnail we put together, you know, there are women out there who really love the attention, and any opportunity they get, they're gonna jump out there. You know, so be careful. Again, I'm not saying don't deal with these type people. I'm not saying it at all. I'm saying do not emotionally invest in these type people. Have fun. You know, if that's what if that's the because those girls will get you into the elite spots. I trust and believe. Like, if I'm out there trying to network like that, I have girls who are dressed like that. That's gonna get us in. That's gonna help me get that bottle comp, right? That's gonna help us, that's gonna help me get an opportunity to network with the owners, the managers, the wait staff, the bar staff, all that. I'm absolutely gonna take advantage of that. The cleavage, the sheer dresses, and all that, the short dresses. We went out once. One of the girls who were with us, her skirt was just as short as the one in the thumbnail. Keep in mind, one of the thumbnails, that's an advertisement for a Halloween costume. We're out just on a regular Tuesday, and beautiful Latina, and she had on a skirt that was so high. And this was back in the early 2000s, well, mid 2000s. So high. We went into Deep, right? That's back when Deep used to be a real cool nightclub in Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard. If you've ever seen the video that Nelly did, "It's Getting Hot in Here," that video was shot inside of the nightclub Deep. We were in there. And like I said, bro, the attention came. She got what she wanted. She got the attention. She was surrounded by people that she knew and that she trusted. We got free drinks all night long, free advertisers. It was dudes from other tables sending us all kind of stuff, trying to holler at her. And these dudes were like proper dudes. They come up to me, "Hey, what's good, man? What's up? Which one of these women yours?" I'm like, "Oh, we all just cool." You know what I'm saying? I don't bring my people out to spots like this. I bring them. So, do you, fam? Just be respectful. Like, "Oh, no problem. Got you, dog." And here come the bottle. You know what I'm saying? Here come here come a big old plate of appetizers and stuff like that. And I'm like, "Come here, bro. Let me introduce you to my friend so and so." And of course, they wanted to meet the girl with the real short skirt, right? Let me introduce you to my friend so and so. So everyone has his place, but bro, I'm trying to tell you, do not fall for these women. Do not fall for these women, right? And just don't do it. You know what I mean, brother Cody? A certain level of narcissism is required for true success. That's a fact. That is a fact, bro. You cooking right there, brother. It's not an accident that people find it somewhat attractive, right? Right? Women love bad boys, right? That's that little bit of narcissism he's talking about. Dudes are attracted to like strippers and stuff like that, bro. It is what it is. Brother Tyrone is like, "Hey, he's super introverted." Like, so normally those chicks would be friends or FWBBs at best, like friends with benefits. Um, Work it however you're going to work it, man. For me, it was a networking tool, just like Michael Certain talks about. And we're going to be reacting to what Michael Certain thoughts on this, man. He was on a Game Global here recently. So we're definitely going to check that out. Brother Pitney, people that are desperate for attention always end up doing strange things to get it. Sometimes they'll even sacrifice their dignity. Twitch streamers regularly do this, guys and girls alike. Facts. And look at what's going on with you got Twitch and you got TikTok. Look at what's going on with TikTok, man. There's a video I was trying to find I was going to react to from FBE Capital. I think YouTube made him take it down. I saw it last night. You have to go to his private website to see it. He created his own website, which was an excellent idea. And of course, there's a paywall. But the video was talking about how this need for attention, especially with older women, how it can manifest in these crazy ways. Like there's a TikTok couple, it's a mother and son, and the son is like, I don't know, maybe I think he's an older teen. I think he's grown. I think he's over 18. Just tell him, but I can't really tell just looking at the pictures. But bro, the stuff that they're doing on TikTok just for the clout, just for the attention. Like she's twerking on him and he's, doing all that. They're kissing, they're doing all kinds of stuff. Like it's crazy. And they're not the only ones. There are other women out there doing the same thing. Um, bro, again, stay away. Like stay away from these type folks. You definitely have to, you know, you got to know what you're doing. And for dudes, like I said, you were invisible and you've done the work and now you've become visible and you're starting to, women are starting to see you and come holler at you. You're going to come across some of these women who want that attention. And when you do not fall for them. Yeah, they're going to be beautiful, man. They're going to be like gorgeous. Don't fall for them, bro. They're going to be sensual. They're going to be sassy, man. They're going to be slutty and all this kind of stuff, doing all sorts of things, bro. Do not fall for them. I'm just telling you now, don't fall for them. And, there's going to be tons of guys that can come in here like, yeah, man, I fell for one of those girls and married her and this, that, and the third, right? So we got a few videos lined up. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. Right. You're right about that, Tyrone, bro. Definitely, like these they're not wifeable, bro. You got to be careful. But we got some videos lined up. Going to talk about this, guys, and kind of give you some ideas as to why you shouldn't do it. And here's some other points of view. Game Global is pretty good. They bring on people. They got like Ice White, Michael Certain. They got Red Bear Casey was on this particular stream. We're not gonna listen to what he had to say, but he had some good stuff to say. I might even do a short on what he was saying, because another thing too, like a lot of you guys, a lot of us guys, like guys who were invisible and became visible, and they're out here, they're hollering at women. A lot of these dudes, they forget that they're looking for a wife. Most of these dudes are looking for a wife. They are having fun. They're, they get a rotation. They spend some place. They're doing this. They're doing that. They see how easy it is. They doing whatever. But deep down in their core, they're looking for a wife. Then they get to a point they're like, oh man, I need to hurry up and find this wife. I'm getting too old. I need to hurry up and do this. And that's where we make mistakes. That's where we make mistakes. You know what I mean? So there it is. Brother Michael Lee's in the building. What's good, man? Absolutely rec only, bro. These women, especially, if you dealing with attention-seeking women, bro, who dress provocatively and do all this and love to whatever, recreational use only. This is when I absolutely agree with Brother Michael. But Brother Michael, we could be talking about, reformed nuns and good old girls. You still be like rec use only. You just want to smash. It is what it is. And yeah, Certain's on point, bro. Certain is definitely on point with what he's talking about. But bro, and that thumbnail, I know a lot of people gonna be looking at that thumbnail and they're like, man, what did you like? Yo, Uncle Saint, what's up? Man, I just got that stuff off the web, bro. Just typed in the Google search, modern woman. I put in sexy, I put in all sorts of stuff, and those bunch of pictures came up. Most of them I can't even show because they're so over the top. So let's check out Game Global. And Michael Certain is talking about this type of woman to stay away from and why. Like, and I forget the term he uses, but it's basically the same thing. It's an attention seeker. And he's talking about why he believes you should stay away from him. Let's check this out.
A little bit. You spoke about attention and its relative effect on the way you see like short-term and long-term. Can you talk about that in terms of the long-term, like how you see attention the girls require?
So there's two different things. First off, this is my anecdotal experience, and then I started looking for other data, like in evolutionary psychology, on this concept. So if for men, by the way, it's the same thing for men. When you show images of non-contextualized, sexualized images to men, they find their partners to be less desirable. This is a study. It's an Evolution of Desire by David Buss, and they go over this concept. For women, it's a similar situation. If women need more, if they need more stimulus, then we'll use the extreme example. You guys see these photos of women paying Chris Brown $1,200 to take a photo with them. This is a type of situation. You guys know inherently a woman that would pay Chris Brown $1,200 to take a photo is a terrible, terrible partner. She's because what's going to happen is she's more likely to need stimulus. And when Chris Brown, Tyga, Michael B. Jordan slides in her DMs, she's more likely to answer those questions. There's a huge fitness model that I'm seeing right now, and I'm sitting at dinner, and she got a call from Donald Trump Jr. And I was like, and she picked up, she's like, oh yeah, Donald Trump calls me every once in a while, and I'm like, the fact that she would require that much stimulus makes me kind of think that she's not going to make a great partner.
Well,
So you hear what he's saying, and I don't dig down too deep on the Evo cycle, though I do agree with it. From what I'm hearing, I haven't read Dr. Buss's work yet, but I'm going to. And here's the thing, again, when you're dealing with a certain type of woman, bro, this is what you got to weed through. If you're in a place like Las Vegas, Michael Sartani's out in Vegas, and he loves the female avatar that is Las Vegas. You got these like really skinny kind of fit, Botox driven, fake breasts and all that. That's Vegas. That's what you're gonna find out there, and he loves it. Like, Sartain talks about it all the time. He's like, man, I love that. I love me a woman with, fake boobs and da. He loves that. Look, right. And that's all he's dealing with. That's his business revolves around it. I mean, he has taken that social circle game to the highest level. He but he works with women so he can get in and network and do what he has to do, sell his products and network. That works for him, but he's dealing with the same type chick. I would say the vast majority of women that are in his orbit are attention seekers, right? They got to be. They're fitness models, they're lingerie models, they're swimsuit models, right? They're out there using their bodies to progress themselves, to make money, which is, I don't have a problem with that, but that's who you're dealing with, right? That's who you're dealing with. That's it. That's who's out there, right? So, yeah, you're sitting down talking to a woman, she's a fitness model, whatever she is. I'm sure she's very attractive, and she's sitting there with you, and she's like, oh, look, Donald Trump Jr. is calling me. Like, damn, baby, you really aren't into me like that if your phone is on the table like that. Unless you got kids, there's no reason for your phone to be out there like that. You probably responded to his message, his text or whatever, probably, send a response back, or, a quick thumbs up or a heart emoji or something. And Michael Sartain is sitting there like, all right, cool. Yeah, he's smashing this chick. Yeah, it is what it is. She looks good on his arm, but he already knows, like, yeah, that's not wifey material. She's not down with me. She needs that level of attention. Like, she's coming after me for a reason, but she needs that level of attention. That lets him know where he is. I am the single one in the building. What's good, sis? Came in with the like. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, do me a favor. Do hit that like. If you haven't already subscribed, send it, send this to someone, like share this with someone that you think might be able to benefit from it. Yeah, Cody's right about the low IQ part. They don't have to be witty. They don't have to be bright. They're not out there, using their intellect to climb the corporate ladder or whatever. They're just using their bodies. I ain't mad at them. And the conversation, bro, when you talk to those type women, and Cody's not lying about the low IQ part. Hey, bro, I have a hard time communicating with a lot of those women. I'm just not there. The stuff that they're talking about, all social media stuff, is all superficial stuff. The things that they talk about. And then if you're with a woman like that, and then you bump across, let's say you out with your woman, your fitness model, and she's fine and everything, and you happy you got her on your arm, and you bump into me and brother Cody, and now we're sitting here having a conversation about the real estate market in Florida correcting. We're talking about the same thing might happen in the Gulf Coast states, and the same thing might happen in California. We're talking about the potential of the real estate market in Canada collapsing because of the way that they structured. And we're having this high IQ conversation, bro. She's gonna get bored because she's not the center of attention. She can't, she can't participate in the conversation. her eyes are going to start to wander. She's going to go right to her phone. She's going to go right to her social media where there are, legions of men ready to instantly validate her. So this is why you got to be careful. Same thing with the dudes. Same thing with the dudes. There are dudes out there that can't, they can't contribute to these type of conversations, and they do the same thing. The guy's a little more brazen. They'll be like, "Oh, you guys are a bunch of nerds." If he thinks he can beat you, he might say something fly like that. But generally, what that guy would do is just drift away. Hey guys, I'll be right back. Just drift away and go find a conversation that's more suited to him. So it is what it is. Yeah, you should be able to let these women go. And this is why I tell guys all the time, like, bro, you want to consider yourself a top tier dude? You want to think you the man? Be able to say no to them women in the thumbnail, right? Be able to say no to beautiful women. That is the key. If you can do that, bro, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. If you can say no to a dime, she's not going to be able to run her game. She has no power over you. You're going to be fine. She's going to run to. She's going to run to the sex, and you're going to be able to smash and whatever, and it's going to be good. And then you just move on. You're still good. Whatever you want to do, however you want to rock, that's where it's going to go. That's the way it's going to go. I appreciate all the comments, guys. You know, I can't stop to read them all, so we're just going to show them all. We're going to definitely show them all. And I'm with Cody on that, man. I'm not a fan of upgrades, bro. I don't like fake breasts. I don't like BBLs. I don't care what you have. Just work with what you have. I love natural. I love all original equipment. I do. It is what it is. Even though the BBLs are getting better, I still don't like them. There's one woman, beautiful young woman, just had the perfect frame. She was like tall and lean, and she had like this perfect body, man, especially her butt, bro. Her butt was like perfect. She went and got a BBL. You talk about not needing one, and then it just messed up the portions, bro. Her proportions were off. Now, this girl's a dancer, so maybe it increased, her revenue, maybe, but she was so fine. It's just like, why would you do that? But women think that, well, I got to do this. I got to compete with the next girl. I'm like, maybe at some point, but you're still young. Hold off on that. But she did it. She did it. I mean, I know so many women who aren't in that business. They're not in sex work. They will go out and get breast jobs and stuff like that they don't need, because their friend Beth got one, and they're like, oh my God, Beth is getting so much more attention now. I'm like, no, she's not. Beth is just out there more. She's putting herself out there more. It's not that she feels more comfortable and more confident because she got this augmentation. It's not, and dudes are going to talk to you. So it's not that men are talking to her because she got a breast job. These men have always been talking to her. She just feels more confident because she has a breast job, and you just fell for the old okie doke. Like, it is what it is. Right. So let's continue.
What do you mean by stimulus? Can you define that for me or help me understand?
So stimulus can be everything from, from a woman, it can mean a million different things, but stimulus can be everything from she's consistently staring at the better looking guy. She needs to like other dudes' photos. She continually talks to her exes. She needs to always stunt on other people. She's a habitual poster on social media. Like every day she needs to post a thirst trap. There's a couple things here. Number one, the GSS did a survey where they surveyed 8,000 women, who are married, and they asked these women anonymously, which ones of you cheated and which ones of you didn't cheat. The ones who did cheat had 230% more sexual partners before they were married than the women who didn't cheat. So that's a necessity for stimulus. If women are consistently they want more validation from sex, that's a function, that's a form of stimulus that she consistently needs in order to feel validated. If you deal with a woman who has borderline personality disorder, she needs constant stimulus and validation in order to make herself feel good. And that is a very dangerous person to be in a long-term relationship with. What I want is someone who the main source of stimulus they need is either themselves or me. That's the main source of stimulus I need them to desire. If their source of stimulus is consistently other people liking their posts, or other high status men liking their or engaging with them, to me that is a huge warning sign. There was another one. Do you guys know?
Man, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? We got to run that back one more again.
That's a function. That's a form of stimulus that sexual partners before they were married than the women who didn't cheat. So she needs to always stunt on other people. She's The fact that she would require that much
I'm just
stimulus
backing
makes
this
me
up,
kind of
guys.
think that she's not going to make it. And when Chris,
So that right there, that part that he just dropped right there, burn that into your minds, gentlemen. Burn it into your minds. If you're dealing with a person like that, understand you ain't fixing it. That's well above your wheelhouse. You're gonna have to go to a pro. She's gonna have to want to work on it. I mean, there are a lot of women out there, especially if you out and about. If you're in the lounges, if you're in the clubs, you're on the beaches, you're on the yacht parties, you're on the, the mansion parties, the penthouse parties. That's the type of woman you're gonna come across at least half the time. More like 75% of the time, but we'll just say at least half the time. I've been to some Hollywood parties, I've been to some mansion parties where it was like some real cool business folks in there, straight up. I've been there. And like, all right, you come across someone, it's like, oh man, this is a good conversation. This is great. And then you find out that she doesn't really normally do that sort of thing. She's an out of towner. She's there with her friends. Like this is before social media, so she didn't know anybody. Like, oh wow, unicorn. But the rest of the women there, bro, you seen them everywhere. It's like that Luda song, bro. Everywhere you go, you see the same hoes. We got old Joe in the building. What's good, fam? Hey man, made another good thumbnail for you. I'm pretty sure you enjoyed that one. Now that I know you be checking out the thumbnails, I'm like, oh, I bet you old Joe's gonna like this thumbnail. But bro, yeah, from steroids to antipsychs, bro. Listen, there's so much self-imposed pressure on women in today's society, especially the young ones, the ones who are looking, the attention seekers. This makes them very, very dangerous, bro. Very, very dangerous. So let's listen to what Michael Surtain said again, because it was so important, man. I want y'all to hear it one more time.
Chris Brown, Tyga, Michael B. Jordan slides in her DMs, she's more likely to answer those questions. There's a huge fitness model that I'm seeing right now, and I'm sitting at dinner, and she got a call from Donald Trump Jr. And I was like, and she picked up, she's like, oh yeah, Donald Trump calls me every once in a while, and I'm like, the fact that she would require that much stimulus makes me kind of think that she's not going to make a great partner.
Sorry, what do you mean by stimulus? Can you define that for me or help me understand?
So stimulus can be everything from, from a woman, it can mean a million different things, but stimulus can be everything from she's consistently staring at the better looking guy. She needs to like other dudes' photos. She continually talks to her exes. She needs to always stunt on other people. She's a habitual poster on social media. Like every day she needs to post a thirst trap.
Are y'all listening? Guys, if you're dealing with a woman who has these traits, bro, do not commit your emotions to her. Don't do it. Right? Like Brother Michael says, you want to talk about rec use only? That's her. That's recreational use only. That's a networking tool for you. If you're out here trying to get access to these circles that you're not already in, she's going to help you get in there if you know what you're doing. But do not fall in love with this woman. Right? Michael Surtain said he's sitting at dinner and the woman said, oh, she picks up her phone and responds because it's Donald Trump Jr., bro. That lets you know how she sees you, bro. That lets you know how she sees you. She's on her. And look, just making up numbers, I would say what, 80, 90% of women are constantly on their Instagram, Facebook, Snapchatting constantly every single day. But the point that he was making, like if they're adding thirst traps, you need to look out for that. Right. And like even the good, like the dancers, the exotic dancers or whatever, they don't post as many thirst traps as you would think. They're like not posting as much. I don't know why. I'm looking into this. I'm gonna check into it, but it's like the girl next door who's posting all the thirst traps. The pros aren't, and I wonder why. But bro, you dealing with a woman who needs all that attention, bro. What's going to happen when you make a call like, hey, we can't do this or we can't do that for whatever reason? She's gonna get mad. And then guess what? She's going to hit up one of those dudes that will gladly do whatever that is. If it's to take her to the hottest new restaurant in town or take her on a trip to somewhere to see something, she will gladly move on. What am I saying? I'm saying those women will not hesitate to cheat, right? They won't hesitate to move on. And that's what it is. Sister I Am, she's like, no one does content on how to treat a unicorn if when you should find one, most men fumble unicorns. Yeah, I would say there are men out there who fumble the unicorn because they're just not gamed up enough. And then the guys who have game, they're just, that unicorn ran up against the wrong dude. You know what I'm saying? She ran up against the wrong one, and he's just running his game. He just wants to smash. But you're right, the guys who are doing the work and they just become visible, they come across a unicorn, they don't know how to treat her. Good point. That's a really good point. Um, and I can't, for the guys who do, they lock her down. Like there are guys out there who just lock her down. Like my experience with unicorns, generally speaking, I'll still run my game a little bit, but I'll respect her space. And what I'll do is I'll just sit back and see if she comes at me. If she asks me, hey, what you doing later on? It's already 2 a.m. What you doing later? Like tonight? Yeah. Well, I was gonna go to the crib. You're more than welcome to join me, have a nightcap. Okay. Because she's a unicorn, but she's still on trip. You know what I mean? She's still in LA. So it is what it is. Like, but that's when it's like, maybe she is getting it in back home and this is, whatever. But you'll have some women who like just great conversation. We're having fun, making fun of people, doing whatever, dancing a little bit, and she ain't turning around trying to back it up on me. And then, all right, it's 3 a.m, it's 3:30. I'm tired. You were so much fun. Here's my number. Give me a call. I'm gonna be in town for a couple more days. I'll talk to you later. That unicorn, yeah. Go holler at her, take her out. You know what I mean? Dudes are still gonna run their game. But it's dudes are going to run their game, but if you come across a unicorn and you're not looking to settle down, you're probably just going to pass. She's either going to pass on you because she senses the game, or you're going to realize she's really not a unicorn and she's going to, or she just falls for your game. You're going to smash her anyway and move on. Maybe you put her into the rotation. Like it is what it is. But when you're dealing with women like this, they have options. All women do. And what she'll do is she'll just go out there and get what she wants, which means she's going to go out there and use her body to get what she wants. And she's going to smash whoever, because a lot of these young girls are out there just doing that. And if your emotions are involved, if you're emotionally invested in this woman, you're going to be hurt. But they will do that. He's at dinner with this woman and she picks up the phone and tells him it's Donald Trump Jr. Wow.
There's a couple things here. Number one, the GSS did a survey where they surveyed 8,000 women, who are married, and they asked these women anonymously, which ones of you cheated and which ones of you didn't cheat. The ones who did cheat had 230% more sexual partners before they were married than the women who didn't cheat. So that's a necessity for stimulus. If women are consistently they want more validation from sex, that's a function, that's a form of stimulus that she consistently needs in order to feel validated. If you deal with a woman who has borderline personality disorder, she needs constant stimulus and validation in order to make herself feel good. And that is a very dangerous person to be in a long-term relationship with. What I want is someone who the main source of stimulus they need is either themselves or me. That's the main source of stimulus I need them to desire. If their source of stimulus is consistently other people liking their posts, or other high status men liking their or engaging with them, to me that is a huge warning sign. There was another one. Do you guys know who Austin Dunham is? He's a content creator, real good, like a male model. Austin came on my show, and what guys will pay Austin to actually message their girlfriends to see whether or not these girls will be open to cheating. And he wrote down a bunch of data on this. And the thing that he found was that the girls who posted more thirst traps and the girls who posted more like lascivious photos were far more likely to answer his messages and far more likely to meet up with him on a date. So again, women who needed more stimulus were more likely to stray, and women who've had more sexual partners before they were married, because their ability to imprint is lessened because they've had more sexual partners, are more likely to stray. For me, the number one concern of a long-term partner is going to be loyalty. And so it's going to be harder for her to be loyal if she is more attuned to different stimulus from other people. There's always a bigger, better deal to pull her away. What I want is a woman who's obsessed. She's like, the best thing in the world is for her to lay on the couch with me and the cat and watch Netflix. She needs no greater stimulus than that. That is a girl who's probably less likely to stray. Whether is,
and he has a great point. He has a great point. So if you're out here, you're looking at the attention seekers, man, they look good. Boy, they are fun. Man, in the bedroom, they get crazy. It is what it is. The bedroom, the car, the park, right? The bathroom. Like they getting it in. But understand something, bro. You ain't the only one. You're not the only one. And if that's the woman you dealing with, keep your emotions to yourself. Do not emotionally invest in that woman. Do not fall in love with that woman. Do not marry that woman. If you do, whatever happens to you is on you, because Uncle Saint told you. Man, like I done told you now. If you dealing with a woman who needs that kind of stimulus, like he was saying, like the attention seekers, bro, you're gonna see them whenever y'all go out. The way she dresses, the way she flirts, the way she starts looking around the room when you say something she doesn't like, or you're having a conversation that she can't participate in it. Basically, when you're not giving her attention, you're not giving her attention. She's looking around the room. She's got other dudes looking at her. She knows it. She's gonna go get that validation. And if she can't find any dudes in the room that she wants the validation from, she's gonna pick up her phone and she's gonna get her validation that way. Right? She is like that Austin Dunham guy. He's in Orlando. Right? That dude has a business where people pay him and he reaches out to their girlfriends on Instagram and tries to get them to go out. This dude is extremely handsome. Like dude, like he works out like he's a bodybuilder. Like he does look like a fashion model. Like he's doing this thing. And bro, I'm here to tell you, most of the women want to go out with the guy. And the thing is, people who are going to cheat, they cheat. If they're capable of doing it, most women who seek attention and all that kind of stuff, bro, they're going to cheat. And if you're a guy who's dating that woman, you're emotionally invested in her, and you believe that she's cheating to the point where you want to hire somebody to find out, you want to loyalty test her, like, bro, you wasting your money. If you're at a point where you want to hire someone to loyalty test your woman, or be on a show where she gets loyalty tested, just move on. Just move on. Because if I'm dealing with a woman and if I think for a moment that she trying to get on with someone else and that's supposed to be my woman, like we are in this again, because y'all know I don't mess around. So if I committed to this woman and I believe for a moment that she is entertaining other dudes, I'm done. I'm done. Right? I become brother Michael. She becomes rec use only. I put her in that category, and we back to that. I'm trying to get on with her girls. What's up with your friend? You know what I'm saying? What's up with Sarah? What's up with, you know what I'm saying? Lucretia. What's up with them? What's up with Riri? I'm trying to run through her friends. Simply if I just believe for a moment, and I'm not one of those type dudes. I'm not a jealous dude or nothing like that. But if you out here, you're looking for attention, you doing these things, I see it. I'm like, okay, cool. You looking at your phone. You got your phone in front of you while we sitting down eating. I see that. I don't have my phone in front of me, and I got kids. You know what I mean? Well, I got my daughter. I say kids, but if you got kids, okay, I understand you're gonna be looking at your phone, but it's gonna be calls coming from family. But you sitting there, taking your phone with you to the bathroom and all that, so you can hit some dudes back. I see all that. I see it all. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna confront you. I'm just gonna move on. Right? I'm just gonna move on. you getting pushed into another category, and I'm gonna move on. So I want to show you something. The next video we're gonna look at, man, UDY. This is one of those videos where guys want to loyalty test their girls. And again, this is just a way to get your face cracked on YouTube or on TV, because I think that this platform moved to like another platform, like Peacock or something like that. It's one of those TV platforms. So if you are a dude and you believe for whatever reason that the woman that you are, your woman, the one, is out here doing her thing, don't go hire someone to test her loyalty. Don't, go get on a TV show or something like that. Don't do that. Don't get on there, catching the cheaters. We catching you cheating or whatever, cheaters, that show. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you believe that strongly that she's doing her thing, then move on. Do your thing. This is why, as a man, you got to be real careful, fam, with your emotions. You got to keep your emotions in check. You got to keep your emotions in check, because this will happen, right? Brother Pitney, man, like if you need to loyalty test someone, bro, then she ain't loyal. In your mind, she's cheating. That's all that matters. There's something going on there, you know. So we're gonna listen to a little bit of this. This guy with this woman, and I mean, I'm watching it. It's a black dude, and these people in LA. And I just when I watched this thing, bro, I was just sitting there shaking my head. I don't know if I'll be able to watch all of it, guys, or show all of it because I don't know if they will, you know, shut us down just like they did watching 60 Minutes. I don't think they will, but we're gonna watch a little bit of this. I definitely want to watch the part where he was saying why he wanted to do this, and then we'll jump to the part where he found out what was going on. And Cody is right. At the end of the day, it is her fault for making you believe that that was a possibility. It is her fault. And I mean, guys are slower than women on the uptake when it comes to this sort of thing. Like women pick up on the vibe or whatever quick. Guys are slower to pick it up. I'm one of those dudes because I ain't looking for it. I'm slow. Like if you want to run game on me and I've committed to you or whatever, I said you the one, you're going to be able to run game on me for a little bit. You'll be able to run game on me for the first and second quarter. But the second half, but when we come out for halftime, you might be up, 3 touchdowns. You might be up. But when we come back, oh my God, we playing now. You're going to lose by at least 3. I'm gonna score 6 times, 6 unanswered touchdowns. We about to come out here and run this. Right? Because once I see it, then it's on. Now, the game changes. Okay, now I know what it is. The game is afoot. Right? I think that's what they say all across the pond there. Ah, right, mate. The game is afoot. And bro, it's on. It's on 100%. No hard feelings. It is what it is. I could deal with it. I'm older now. I'm only going to let my emotions out so much. We got a vet. We got a 2-year vetting process anyway. So I'm only going to let a little out at a time. So yeah, like I said, it's early in the game. Like, okay, cool. You can run that. You'll get sloppy because you think whatever, oh, this dude here lame. He don't know. All right. I see it. And once I see it, ain't no unseeing it. Right? Ain't no unseeing it. So that's how I am with it, bro. That's how I am with it 100%. So let's check this out, man. Let's listen to why this guy wants to do this particular test.
I know that we're going to be meeting with some friends.
Why is it then that you wanted to put this thing together?
She's just been acting a little funny. We were living together, but now we're not, and it's just a little off. I feel like a little disconnect in chemistry and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
She lives with her mom now.
And then so she's just acting a little funny then? She's
she's like going out with her friends, not answering her phone certain times, like clubbing and stuff. Like,
gotcha.
Bunch of red flags.
Leah moved back in with her mom to help her with some medical issues that she was facing, which Derek completely understood and had no problem with. I mean, we all want to help our parents, right? What bothered Derek was that after moving back home, Leah started going out with her friends more, and those friends like to club. Now, Derek's got no problem with her going out and having fun. What he's got an issue with is the red flags that she's been showing.
He should have a problem with her going out without him all the time. Right? So they were staying together. They were living together. Her mom had an issue. Hey, I'm about to go move in back with my mom so I can help what's going on there. That's cool. I'm here to tell you that was her way of putting distance between her and her boyfriend. She's tired of dealing with dude. So she's in the process of monkey branching. And she's looking for the next guy. She's looking to upgrade. Like you're looking at dude, like dude look hood. I mean, he sound cool, like, but you look at the face tattoos, you look at the jewelry, whatever, you see how he's dressed. That's who she chose. And she probably thought dude was doing better than he actually is. She got into the relationship. This is cool, but she's outgrown him. That's what it sounds like to me. She's outgrown him. Right. And it's just kind of like, bro, when you say stuff like that, like, well, I just believe, she's going out all the time. She's living with her mom now. Like, bro, you could take care of your mom and not have to live there. Right. So she's probably like put mad distance between the two of them. It's like, yeah, when I call her, she don't be hitting me right back. I know who she with. And here's the thing. It ain't like she's going to church events, right? She's going to the club. She's in the LA area, bro, from Long Beach to Studio City. Bro, you could do so much dirt in LA, man. It's so spread out. Won't nobody know what you doing? won't nobody know what you doing. Like they down around the Long Beach area, or they like in South Central somewhere. She could be going up to Hollywood. She could be going to Malibu, bro. She could be going to Santa Monica. Hell, she could be going to San Bernardino. Like it's all good, bro. I mean, she could be going wherever she's going. You would never find her, bro. You would need a tracker. And even with a tracker, you can say, okay, I can see she's in West Hollywood, but where? Right? There's so many clubs up and down Sunset, up and down Hollywood, right? Up and down La Cienega. You don't know where she at, up and down Santa Monica. Right? So, bro, this is not good. And again, fellas, if you're in a situation where you believe this is a thing, just go ahead and do what she did. Begin the transition phase out of the relationship. That's what she's doing. You do the same. But I keep telling people, men, when they fall in love, they love for real. They are in it for real. They care. Right? Men do love idealistically, and women do tend to love opportunistically. You're going to see that right here. Shout out to Rolo. He talks about that all the time. It is what it is. That's the game. The game don't care about your feelings, bro. The game is cold.
Why is she checking in with him till the next day? Why is she not inviting him out? Is she talking to or entertaining other guys at the club? Is she going home with some of them? Rather than wasting time arguing or wondering what she's doing, Derek would rather set up this loyalty test.
Yeah, you can come off like a club guy too.
Yeah,
Like,
I could dress as a
club
club owner.
Ooh, yeah.
What would you constitute as a fail? Like, would it be getting a number? She being too friendly?
Yeah, all that would be a fail. The getting a number would be like, you know, she could be trying to network or whatever, but then she would have to tell me, you know, like she can't like hide it. Then that's a fail. Absolutely.
Yeah,
fail.
she being conniving with it.
Yeah,
and
you know
stuff.
what I'm saying? So
How far you want me to take it? Want me to apply full pressure?
I mean, those guys at the club are not gonna take it soft,
That's
right?
facts.
If she's not being faithful, so go as hard as you need to. Yeah.
Was she hanging around single friends or friends who had boyfriends and was kind of girl, just like a girls' night out?
Like the average girls are always out every weekend drinking, doing the same thing. Yeah.
How are her friends though? Be for real. They hoes.
You know, bro.
You already know what it is. That's why he's on that. His feelings. I feel like. Bro, you know. She out here, she kicking it with some hoes. She a hoe. It is what it is. Birds of a feather, bro. Yeah, it's Cody's right. He's making excuses already. Like this video is already linked in the description below. I'm gonna jump around a lot. I just want you guys to see the setup. So the guy that they were talking to there, that's like the Riz King. Like that dude, bro. He's gamed all the way up. He's posing as a club owner. Like he has, you know, he's a very successful club owner. They're like, what they do is they Airbnb these homes. I'm pretty sure that they use them prop houses, and they bring in vehicles. Like they brought in a Rolls Royce for this particular one. So, they got Rolexes, and what it is the boyfriend is going to bring his girl into the crib with dude. They're going to be talking because they're supposed to be setting up a fantasy football league or whatever. And, so she's there. He's like, oh, I got my girl with me. Like, oh, fine, whatever, bring your girl. So they come up with an excuse that the guy is going to leave. He forgot his credit card somewhere. So they set up an excuse for him to leave. And he leaves his girl there. So it's just her and then his old boy. And bro, like I said, these kind of things are unfair, especially in today's world. It's like when you want to set up a dude, like if you got a guy and then you put a beautiful woman in front of him and she's saying, here, you can have this Foxy Brown, he's more than likely he's going to take it. More than likely he's going to take it. If you're a real player and you on your game, you would be able to sense that something ain't right here and just kind of like, nah, pass. Like I said, this is why you need that ability to say no, right? You need that ability to say no. But for women, bro, women who are out here monkey branching, looking to level up, women who need to be the center of attention and all that kind of stuff, they need that validation. The attention seekers, bro, what's about to happen here happens far too often, man. I've been in situations like this with no cameras on, just, she's about it. She's about it. And he's like, well, I thought that's your man right there. Like, no, I mean, we're cool. I mean, he likes me, but, we're not really, bro. And I'm saying the dude's been gone less than 4 minutes. And she's like, nah, that ain't him. What's up with you kind of thing. Like, I've seen women get real aggressive with it. I've seen women who were open to it and just slowly eased into it. So let's fast forward this. We want to jump to the part where, because y'all heard him. He was like, man, I want you to take it as far as you can take it. And then old boy was like, okay. So he's going to take it as far as he can take it. Reminding you that he's posing as a very successful club owner, promoter, something like that. She's already seen a bunch of Rolex watches. They set up this thing where two guys came in and he bought a Rolex for 10 grand. It was fake money or whatever, but she's standing there watching the whole thing. And then he brought out his collection for her after the boyfriend left. Like, oh, here go my watches. You know, this one right here is 20 grand. This one right here is 100 grand. This one right here is 80 grand. Right. So she's like, oh, so he's already hit her up like, yo, let's get together. She's already agreed to go out on a date with him. Right. She's already agreed to go out on a date. But again, the boyfriend told old boy, like, man, I want you to push it all away because leave no doubt type shit. So this is the part where he's leaving no doubt, right, as to what's going on here. These shows are entertaining, but I mean, it's just, you know, it is what it is. Even with shows like this, even when you have women who don't give in, a lot of that is probably because the guy that they use isn't her type. We'll get into that a little bit later, but let's check this part out. Like, dude has already got her to agree to go out. He already got her to give him her phone number. He's already gotten her to say, you know what, why don't you come back here tonight after everybody leaves? After you go home, why don't you come back here? She's already said yes to that. But he's at a point now, like, man, I think you playing. You ain't being serious. I want to show you how serious I am, right? So I just want to give y'all guys the mindset of where they at. So let's check this out.
An opportunity for what?
I mean, I could take care of your whole life for you. You don't got to worry about bills.
Good to know.
Good to know. All right. What's so funny? I'm not playing. I feel like you think I'm playing over here. And I'm not.
I don't think you're playing.
Oh, so you know we locked in then or what?
I know we're locked in.
Put that in there. Thank you that.
Right. So it's old boy knows what he's doing. Is he's slow walking her to what he wants. Like, hey, I know what you mean. He hit her a lot with your smile is so pretty. He was on the other side of the room sitting on the sofa. Now he's sitting right next to her. Notice all of the touching. Like, she's cool with it. He's touching her legs. They've interlocked fingers. They're doing all this kind of thing. Right. If you're sitting there watching it, bro, like, that's it. This is absolutely no doubt what's going on here. It ain't just one way.
My lips look too big.
Stop.
What you mean stop?
Is he gonna walk in?
Nah, he don't.
Is he gonna walk in?
You don't got his location?
Nah,
Prove it. Give me a kiss right now. I feel about it. I see you playing.
I'm not playing.
Prove it.
Look at her. Look at her foot going back up.
Why do I got to go on for it? I said you got to prove it.
You're the man.
No.
Yo.
No.
You said leave no doubt, bro. Well, there's no doubt anymore, huh? If this situation was real life, no cameras, if that dude really was, you know, millionaire, club owner, all that, bro, she would have smashed. She would have smashed. And here's the thing, it's all the attention and the excitement. It's a bad boy. It's a millionaire bad boy. He had her in a Rolls Royce. He had the Rolls Royce parked out front. She was all in the Rolls Royce. Brought her back into the crib. She sees the house. Right? She done seen the Rolexes. She done seen the money. She done seen the transaction. Like, dude he bought a watch, $10,000 cash. Right? And her boyfriend can come back any moment. She don't know that this is a setup. She's thinking like, dude could pull up any moment. Look what she doing. Bro, she'll smash. She will smash. This is what I be telling people, like, bro, this is a world that I've seen. Right? I've seen this world. I've been a part of this. Right? And this dude fell for her. He should have known better. He should have known better. That's how it went. There go your loyalty test. And you surprised? Oh, I'm surprised that this went down like that. Nah, this is how it goes. That's a good point, Tyrone. That's a good point. I mean, it is what it is. It just she's looking to level up. She's done with her current relationship. She just don't want to let him go now because it's still comfortable, whatever. But she's pulling away. She's hanging out. She's going out with her girls. If she's doing this with this guy in this house, you know what she's doing in the club. She see a dude she likes, she going home with him. If her girls, bro, like this is it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Dude, I don't know if I told y'all this story, but hey.
Everybody sit down, please. It's story time. It's story time.
Bro, I was in a situation, man, where I go into the neighborhood club, right? I'm kicking it. I come across two women. Both of them are nurses. One of them is loose like that, 304, 100%. Her girl in a long-term relationship, allegedly engaged. We in the club kicking it. The 304 is doing what she normally does, right? So I see the two of them. I'm chatting them up. The one is engaged, the one is in the long-term relationship. She ain't feeling it, whatever. But, hey, we got a tab. You want to get some drinks? They'd already been drinking. They're nurses. They got money. Like, well, whatever. Let me get you a drink. You guys are fun. I'm talking to the one girl. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make this happen. Like, okay, how I'm going to make this happen? I live literally around the corner. I can just walk home. In walks a dude that's an actor that I recognize from TV shows. Like, dude, like he's one of those actors who does commercials. I can't think of any TV show I've ever seen him do, but I've seen mad commercials. I mean, if I were to pull up some of his commercials, y'all would be like, "Oh, I know you. Okay, cool, dude. Yeah, don't know his name, anything. He's just a national commercial." He comes walking in, and I'm like, "Bro," like the girls went to the restroom. I'm like, "Bro, do me a solid. Like, I don't know this man. He just walked in. I just know he does commercials. He doesn't know me. You know what I mean? But he's a player. I'm a player. Like, he's playing the player partner role." I said, "Look, there's two chicks here. The short one, she's freaky, man. She's trying to get it in tonight. Won't you holler at her, bro? Because she recognized you as soon as you walked in. Won't you holler at her?" He told me his name and everything. Like, you holler at her, I'll introduce you, and then I'll keep her friend out of the mix. Now, here's the thing. I was already certain that her friend wasn't going to do nothing. I was already certain. Like, her friend ain't going to do nothing. So, let me let dude get on. I'm that guy. Like, you know what? Ain't no need in everybody losing. Let me let dude get on. So, sure enough, we talked to 304. She wants to come back to the crib. Right? She wants to come back to the crib. I hit her with some I shop at Trader Joe's, and I'm like, "Look, Trader Joe's has this frozen pizza, some margarita pizzas, the best frozen pizza I've ever had, blah, blah, blah. We should come back to the crib and get some." She's like, "Yeah, I want to try it." I already knew what time it was. She wanted to holler at old boy. So I'm like, cool. The friend didn't really want to go, right? She really didn't want to go, but her girl is going, so she went, right? So, all right, cool. We get her back to and mind you, the friend bodied up fine. I don't know if she was like Caucasian or maybe she was like Caucasian and Latin mix or something like that, but she was bodied up, bro. But again, long-term relationship, supposed to be engaged. We get back to the crib, right? I had to separate the girl I was with, the relationship chick. I had to get her away from her friend. Like, put the pizza in the oven or whatever, separate her. I'd like take her to the other side of the house, showing her some stuff, whatever. I get her into one of the spare bedrooms and we just, messing around or whatever. Again, she's supposed to be in a long-term relationship. I'm just trying to keep her away from her friend so her friend can do the dirt. I got her in one of the other rooms where, she's kind of messing around or whatever. She wants to kiss, whatever. Okay, cool. She's still drinking, whatever. I go out to check on the pizza. I go into the living room. Oh boy, got the 304 bent over, bro. He's taking care of business, bro. Taking care of business. Like, whoa, just like that. Before the pizza was ready. Right? We were actually before we did the preheat, like we just preheating the oven or whatever. So I saw that, went back. I was like, whoa, turned around and went back. Right? So dude did what he had to do and he bounced. Right? So I bring the other girl back out to talk to her friend, and her friend was just like, you know, that was cool, whatever. I know him from TV and da 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 da. And then the one I was talking to, the one in a long-term relationship, now she wants to do more than just make out. Long story boring. Uncle Saint was able to score too, right? It was a win-win situation for everybody. Be careful when you're dealing with attention seekers, and be careful when you're dealing with women who kick it with these attention-seeking people. It is what it is. Yeah, frozen pizza, babe. We threw it in there, man. It was it was Trader Joe's frozen pizza. Didn't even get a chance to eat the frozen pizza. Right? It was a little bit better than the Giornos. But listen, I'm just letting you know, sis, there's women out here who in the game for real. And guess what? I saw these women a couple times. I kept the number in the phone. Hey, I'm going to so-and-so. You know me, I trying to get women to come with me, trying to, get in. They would pull up. 2 nurses. They would pull up. This woman was engaged. She's probably married by now, probably got kids, whatever, man. This was about 16 years ago. This was a long time ago. This was a long time ago. So this sort of thing happens a lot. We in LA. This sort of thing happens a lot. Be careful when you falling for these women, especially when they're in the streets like that. She belongs to the streets. There's so many women out there like that now. I mean, it just seems to be okay. And women don't get shamed anymore. It is what it is. They out here doing what they think they need to do to get the attention, to be sought after. Right? Absolutely, brother Mike. That was definitely rec use only, right? Say score 2 or score 2. Hey, Patreon, I'll tell you how the real story. I had to modify that a little bit, but when we get the Patreon up and running, brother, I'll tell you the real story. that story goes behind the paywall, how that went down. It was, yes, I gave the PG-13 version. If you want the true version, yeah, man. Yeah. But if you guys are familiar with Air Force and dog fights, yeah, Splash 2. Splash 2. All right. So, but for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'll see you on Patreon. We're going to get Patreon up here pretty soon. But that dude never knew about what was going on with his fiance out here in the streets doing her thing in LA. She came home, take a shower, whatever. It's all good. Pull up and lay in the bed right next to him. You got to be careful, guys. You got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. Like, it was 2008, 2009 for sure. It was right before my not so little one was born. I'm talking months before she was born when that particular story went down. Right? It's before I even knew I had a little one coming. Put it to you that way. That's when that story went down. And like I said, we'll talk about it behind. We're gonna set up that Patreon sooner than later, gentlemen. We're gonna set up that Patreon, and so we can have these conversations. But Splash 2 for Uncle Saint. So there's one more video, because these young women today, they're running a different game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like the game has never been so cold. And I keep trying to tell these dudes, like, look, if y'all put in the work, y'all do the work, these women will see you. It's easy to smash. It's never been easier, in my opinion, in my lifetime, to get on than it is today right now. It's not that difficult. It really isn't. It's really a matter of just sitting back, keeping your mouth shut, not giving yourself a reason to get disqualified. Just sit back and let her and just wait. She chooses you, bro. Women control access to sex. Once she decides that you're the one, then you're the one. All you gotta do is sit back and not fuck it up. Keep your foot out your mouth and you'll be just fine. Right? You'll be just fine. So this last video, man, we got to watch this last video. It's definitely gonna blow your mind. It just, when I saw it, my eyes got big. But again, I'm not one of those dudes who are like, oh my God, I can't believe that. I can believe it. right? I'm the guy that absolutely can believe what this young girl's about to say. Right? Sounds like it could be father saying, hey, bro. FAQ the man is all I'm saying is, bro, like I said, we got stories. We got stories. And that story right there is just one of dozens of stories I have. Not all of them involve me. I mean, sometimes I was just a witness, just kind of seeing how it went down. But a lot of times I was the guy. Like a lot of times I was the guy. Shit. Sometimes they're like, hey, send in the lefty. You know what I mean? I had to run out there, get on that mound and get my warm-up pitches in there. A lot of times I was the closer. Gotta get in there and close it out. You gotta get in there and close it out. And this is just how it works. Right. And I know, like, for the sisters who are watching this, like, ladies, I'm not bragging or anything like that. It's just these brothers need to understand how the game is played right now. It used to be back in the day when I was a youngin', you used to have that, you get with a girl, you talking to your homeboys, like, what's up, man? Did you get on first base, second base, third base? Did you get a home run? Yeah, I remember that. And, first base, you got to hold her hand, second base, kisses, third base is like kisses, and your hands are roaming each other, y'all doing stuff. And of course, home, when you get, third base, then you round third base, go to home, go all the way, you score. That still works for the top tier men. The top tier men, that's what they're doing. But if you're a lower tier guy, you're a bottom 80 dude, you're an invisible guy who's starting to be seen, it's different for you. It's different for those guys. First base for like the bottom tier dudes, for like regular guys, first base is just getting her to acknowledge your like request and like you back on a dating app or something like that, or get her to start liking some of your stuff on Instagram or social media. That's it. Second base is actually starting a communication with her in, the social sphere. Like, you get, a dating app. Now she's communicating with you. You guys are going back and forth texting via Match or Bumble or Hinge or wherever you want, right? That's second base. Third base is you getting her off of that dating app and getting her onto Instagram or WhatsApp or something like that, and you get her real number. That's third base now for regular dudes. That's third base. And the home run is to just meet her in public for a date. Right? That's the first, second, third, and home run for the average guy now. So what do you got to do? You got to become better than average. You got to become better than average. We're going to be using that analogy more, as we talk about this, in the weeks and months to come. But it's two scales. The top tier dudes, first, second, third, and home, yeah, that's all physical. That's something different. But for the average dudes who are just doing the work and becoming seen, bro, you got a home run is just getting to meet her in real life. That's the home run these days, bro. Right? It's tough for the guys who are, down in the bottom 80. But once you do the work and you're in the top 20, bro, yeah, you're going to have your stories too. You'll be telling your stories about how you ran into two Australian swimsuit models and almost got a threesome. Yeah, we'll talk about that one day. We're not going to talk about that. We'll do another story time one day, and I'll tell you how that went down. I was in Santa Monica, and I'll tell you, and I'm just here to tell you, that story does not end nearly as well as the story I just told you, but it was an experience, right? And it was a dude that fucked it up. It wasn't me. It was a dude that fucked it up, right? So, like, it is what it is, bro, right? It's, you got to let women choose. So, today's young woman is out here getting it, right? Because women are the gatekeepers of sex. They control the Foxy Brown. Dudes control relationships, and women are out here getting it. You guys about to watch something here that's going to blow your mind. Like, I hear you, sis. I really think that these platforms and this technology is going to help long term for those who want to do the work, because it doesn't matter. I'm here to tell you, it does not matter. Women are out here watching, the 3 or 4s are watching this. They know what time it is and they don't care. When they see the dude that they want, they getting the attention that they want, they're going to go ahead and make it happen. They're going to smash. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said, the Patreon story, the real story of what went down, right? The real version, not the PG-13 version I just gave y'all, but the real version proves it. I can't say it here because it'll definitely shut me down and get demonetized, but it proves it. And we'll talk about that. I'm definitely gonna set up that Patreon. It proves it. Like women who are out there like that, the women who are in the trenches, the bad girls, quote unquote, the 304s, they don't care. And they know society is not gonna hold them to a higher standard. They're not gonna get shamed. They don't care. Like look at these women out here. Right? Just look at them. Look at TikTok. Look at OF. Look at Instagram. No shame. There's no shame at all. Right? And then you got these guys who just, they don't care anything to have a woman. And, like they'll sit there, take pictures. They'll, like I said, I've been approached by dudes. Yo, my wife wants to holler at you. Huh? What? Yeah, it's cool. That's what we do. It's safe and all, bro. My wife wants to holler at you. But it's mostly white people. I ain't gonna lie. A couple Latin couples, but mostly white couples. Like it is what it is. Definitely two different leagues, bro. Definitely two different leagues with that, first base, second base, third base, and home run. So let's listen to this right here, guys. And this is the reason why I'm not worried about saying these things and bringing this to your attention, because these women don't care, man. You need to listen to how brazen some of these women are. Check this out.
What's up, y'all? Got a banger from Alpha Central. Let's get straight into it.
What is your body count so far this year?
So it's July 6th. So I've been with about a person each day for the last 6-7 months.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? This young girl, this cute little young woman right here with that girl next door beauty and innocence jumping off, right? This young woman right here. They asked her what her body count is. She says, I've been with a different dude every day for the past 6 months, 6 or 7 months, she said. A different dude every day. A different dude every day. Over 180 guys. Right? In 6 months. She ain't going back to whenever she started smashing. She ain't going back, to previous years. She's just talking about the last 6 months. 180 dudes. 180 dudes. Did y'all hear that? She is on TV. They got the microphone on her. She's not wearing a bra. The Rose microphone is pulling down her cleavage. They got to blur it out. She is just sitting there like, yeah, I smash a different dude every day. Every day.
Each day? Each day. So, if there's been 6 months, 30-ish days, then that's a lot of people.
Chat, one sec. Let's do some quick maths here. Oh, my Lord. What is that? 30 times 6?
Yeah.
180 bodies? Oh, my goodness gracious. Got more bodies than a graveyard. Unreal.
So 180 bodies in 6 months. Remember, she said 6 or 7 months. Right? Think about that, man. Probably over 210 guys, somewhere in that range, between 180 and 220 dudes. Right? It's probably, probably between 160 and 220, just to capture the range. In 6 or 7 months. It's 5 more months in a year. That's just 1 year of her life. And she talking about it. She talking about it like, yeah, on TV, like, yeah, no problem. Right? And like, as far as no father, maybe she comes from a great home. Maybe you just don't know how it's going to play out. And my thing is, like I said, plausible deniability. Plausible deniability only works, right, when there's no proof. This is on the cloud, man. This is going to be around forever. Whoever this young woman is, this is going to be around forever. But here's the thing. She's cute. She's fit. She's fun. Some dude's going to want to marry her. Some dude's going to want to marry her. Exactly. Sex for her was like dinner or dessert, however you want to look at it. Yeah, I have to say dinner because everybody don't eat dessert, do they? Let's continue.
We're already in triple digits.
So what's 30 times 6? Someone in the comments let us know.
But yeah, I mean, it could be a little less or a little more, but definitely
Chat, that just shows you how dumb I am. Stupid. I couldn't even do 6 times 30.
like
You big dummy.
about one person each day. Some days multiple, some days not at all. But
So how many of those people are new people, or is it all just like the same you're getting?
no, I mean, yeah, I've had some consistent, like, people that'll come back to, like, if they're really right, but most of the time it's new people because I like new experiences and I want to try everyone out.
She belongs to the streets. Someone needs to break it to her that having
Wow.
Bro, y'all hear that? This is how it is. This is why you need to get your game up. This is why we vet. This is why. Nothing. And listen, I ain't mad at Shorty at all. I'm not mad at her. In fact, if she came up to me and was like, yo, what's good? I want to experience you tonight. Okay, wrap it up. You know what I mean? But why not? She's a cutie. Why not? This is what our society has done. I mean, society has a hand in this. It's okay. You can't shame anybody anymore. It's okay. Right? It's just, hey, I'm every woman. Right? I'm every woman. Right? This is what happens. Now, of course, this was unintended consequence. I don't think people thought that this would happen, especially a lot of women who were pushing for independence and all this kind of stuff, like the feminists out there. I don't think that this is what they wanted, but this is where we are. This is where we are. Brother Penny, absolutely right. Gentlemen, these are your future wives. It's a fact. That's a fact. And I'm here to tell you, there's a dude out there that will marry her. Like, well, she got it all out of her system. She's perfect. She cooks, she cleans, she does whatever. And of course, she's great in bed. It is what it is. It is what it is. He's talking about leap year and all that, man. Fact. Bro, it is what it is, bro. Trust me, she just said she was doing some days multiple. And bro, again, I can hit the story time button on this topic 5 or 6 times. I got a story when I was, was chilling with a beautiful woman, finer than she is. And I sat there and watched her run 3 dudes in 18 hours. She ran 3 or 4 dudes in 18 hours. I sat there and watched them come in and go out, come in and go out. I was there for 2 days. Yeah, it was like 4 dudes. 4 dudes in 2 days. Right. And I didn't get there until that evening. Who knows what she was doing prior to me getting there? I didn't get there till like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Right. Dude number 1 came around 10. No, I take that back. When I was walking up, it was a roommate or some people that I knew. When I was walking into the crib, it was a dude leaving. Then a dude showed up. Then he left. Then another dude showed up. He left the next morning. And then another dude showed up. And then I left. Right. And this was back in the early 90s. This was back when, people was quiet as kept and they kept it under wraps. Now it's out there. She ain't even tripping. Like, bro, like, sis, your family is watching this. I found this. Your family can find this. Let's continue.
Got to try those new flavors, Baskin Robbins. Get those 31 in. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Dudes are waking up.
These guys aren't simping, honey.
Dudes are waking up. Yep.
Ending the simpidemic. It doesn't look like you want to get a hug. Maybe the look on her face isn't giving I want a hug. Who knows?
And here's the thing. If she had a sign on it saying, may I have a hug, please? Free hugs or something like that. She would have got hugs. She would have got hugs from some little kids. She would have got hugs from some other women. She would have got hugs from a couple of the dudes. But she's walking around like that. She's on some weirdo shit. And people know, like, nah, the camera's going to be on. I'm not dealing with this. That's just dumb. Like, who? It is what it is.
Who really knows, bro?
When female be like, yeah, you fumble me. That's how I know you don't even watch football. Because when you fumble, you accidentally drop the ball. Girl,
Fact.
I threw you back to the streets. That's a complete pass. Ain't no fumble.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
Fire. So at least dudes are out here firing back. At least there are dudes out here who are thinking about it. But the big thing is, fellas, in today's dating market, if you do the work, you will be successful. If your mission is to go out here, meet women and smash or whatever, You will be successful with that. It can be done. It's not a problem. But if you're looking for a wife, if you're looking for a long-term commitment, you want a significant other, that takes more work. That takes more work. You might have to travel. And I'm not talking about leaving the country. You might have to travel. You might have to fly over country. You might have to go up to the blue wall states, right? You might have to go to Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, over in the Great Lakes states. You might have to do that. Parts of the rural parts of Illinois. You might have to go out there to the Dakotas, Wyoming, Oklahoma, right? You might have to hit the Gulf Coast. You might have to do that. And you must be gamed up. You got to go out here and deal with these women just so you can see and know, like in the back of your mind, she is capable of doing this because she's human, right? You vet, you pay attention to what's going on, right? You don't worry about it. You slowly allow your emotions to come out. You slowly allow yourself to fall in love with this woman. And if you do everything right, hopefully you'll have a good shot at a successful relationship. But bro, there are no guarantees, right? There are no guarantees. I'm here to tell you it's far easier to be a player today than it is to be a committed good guy. It's just, especially when you get older. You're my age. Like when I'm seeing women out there, I'm like, oh boy, in Amistad. I don't know if you guys ever saw that movie, but in Amistad, when they told Singbay, they were like, oh, we got to go to the Supreme Court now. They done already had 2 court cases. They won them. Yeah, y'all still locked up. We got to go to the Supreme Court. Dude was like, He was like, this don't make any sense. That's how I am. When I'm older now, I don't know. I don't know. So, and again, I'm looking for something different. I'm not out here. I'm not in my savage mode anymore. I'm out here chilling. I really just want a good conversation, to be honest with you. And with me, it's all business anyway. At least until my daughter gets out of high school. I got 3 years. My daughter's my focus. Once my daughter's out of high school, we'll see what happens. But in the short term, I'm not getting involved in any type of romantic relationship at this time. I'm just not doing it. And I get hit up. I'm flattered. Thank you so much, ladies. And I be getting hit up, and I just let them know, like, I'm not interested. Now, I do get a couple women who are bolder. They'll send their pictures, and look, I understand. I've been watching you, and I watch your podcast, and I know the type of women that you like, and just hear my pictures. You can see I'm fit. I take care of myself, and either they have kids or they don't, whatever. And they'll say, listen, I know you're not trying to be with anyone, but I'm gonna be in Tampa, and I'm gonna be staying at this hotel, and no strings. If you just want to come over, you look tense. If you want to come over, I can help you out with that. No strings. Most of the time I'm like, nah, I'm good. But hey, sometimes them pictures be looking good. So I'm just at that point. Like, I'm not. But again, there's no game to be played because there's 2 grown-ups working it out. 2 grown-ups like, nah, this is what we're gonna do. This is where I stand on this. This is what I want to do. What's up? And like I said, it's never been easier to smash. It's never been easier to smash, bro. Never been easier to smash. Bro, it's tough, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother Mike. Like, rec use only is a big thing, but we don't want to die alone either. So, I don't know. We're gonna leave it there, guys. We just gonna leave it there. We're just gonna leave it there, bro. Kids are expensive, bro. Kids are so expensive, but we're gonna leave it there. I just want you guys to see it. Be careful dealing with attention-seeking people, especially women, guys. Be careful dealing with it. And if you do decide to give it a go, just make sure you keep your emotions to yourself. Don't fall for them. And if you do fall for them, we just showed you what could happen. That thing that happened with the loyalty test, bro, I told y'all my story, dealing with the woman who was out there in the streets and her friend who was in a long-term relationship, engaged, right? Told you how that went. Right. And then we saw that cute young woman a different dude a day, sometimes more than one dude a day for 6 or 7 months, bro, she's in there between 160 and 220 dudes. Right? Think about that, bro. Think about that. So just keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. Now, it's not to say that all women are like that. In fact, they're not. They're not. But there are a lot of women who are. So get out there, make sure you vet, make sure you find a good one. They are out there. You know what I mean? You just got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Like, I'm mad Melanie not single anymore, Saint. I can't shoot my shot now. That's hilarious. You know, Mel King is in Tampa, man. That's what she said. So I'll have to reach out to her and try to do an in real life event here in Tampa. But I'll keep you posted. But yeah, she's got a dude. She says she has a dude and she's not doing her lives as much. But who knows, man? She might come back to doing lives. But she's doing real good with just her videos are doing really well. So shout out to Mel King, man. Shout out to her. So that's it, guys. That is it. That's all I got for you guys. Bro, I'm just here to tell you, be careful. Be careful. Yeah, you know, don't let the stats bug you, bro. It's a big, like, if you can't find what you're looking for here in America, man, it's a big country, man. It's a big country out there. Big world out there. It's a big country. If you can't find what you're looking for in America, it's a big world out there, man. Go ahead and get that passport and go travel. Hey, go check out France, bro. Go check out Portugal. Check out Spain. Check out Greece. Right? Check out Italy, man. Some beautiful women over there, some really cool women over there, man. Check out Morocco. I'm just like, you know, when guys are like, oh, I'm gonna go travel, and they're like, oh, you know, DR, Brazil, Colombia, Panama, Thailand, man, that's cool, but forget that, man. Like, go to South Korea, go to Japan, you know, like go to Peru. And like I said, those countries I just mentioned in Europe, go over there. It's beautiful countries, tons of things to do over there. Cool women, cool conversations. I'm telling you, brother Michael, man, you might go over there. You might find you one that's more than just rec use only. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about that. So hope you guys enjoyed it, man. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. Don't forget about the air traffic control stuff. If you're over 31 years of age, man, you graduated high school, you have a GED, apply for that air traffic control thing. Look on my videos. It's I did a live on it. I did a quick upload on that. It's a real short video, like 2 minutes. All the information is in there. Please take advantage of that opportunity, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know y'all enjoy the content because y'all keep coming back. I appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, and share. I'm DL Saint. This is the I Really Want to Know podcast. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace.
Nothing like I've ever seen. It's just a thing of beauty.
Darn, that's the end.